Welcome back from the break. The PCL playoffs continue. This time it's a Final Four matchup between two heavy hitters in Collegiate Val. Not just talking PCL, I'm talking CVal and all the rest of it. Baker taking on Northwood. Baker has been more of a newer program the last couple of years. Val's been their mainstay game. Northwood, at one point, they were the most dominant team in collegiate esports, not just Valor. Their Val team, back in the day, they had like a 50 map or 60 map win streak back when they were at the peak of their powers. They went to Red Bull International, crushed that, won that too. Went to CVal, won that on LAN too. A few of these players are still on the team. We're going to see names like Ferbsa. Ferbsa was the best duelist in collegiate a couple years back. The landscape has obviously changed. Still an excellent player. And Baker, we've seen them all year long. Bunch of shooters that play really, really well together. They're playing tier 2 together. So let's look at the rosters and see exactly where players will be stepping up today. Starting things off for the side of Baker, we've seen him plenty on the stream all year long. Demon, Nami, Hijinks, Revenge, and Ladder Moves.
Over on the side of Northwood University, we have Rip Benji, Alexander, Tuzi, Sono Car.
Son of Car, I believe.
Son of Car, and then Ferbsa.
Yeah, I know Benji and Ferbsa were on that original just warlord juggernaut of an esports team, the Valorant team that they went to LA, they won. They went to, I don't know if it was in Brazil or I think it was in Turkey, maybe the Red Bull International was. They went and won that too for America. So this Northwood team, at least a few of the players, they have literally played on the biggest stages. They've done well. A bunch of the players from Northwood have gone on to play tier 1. So this program as a whole is dominant as hell. Baker, you've got a chance to do something real fun today though, and that is upset, throw the bracket into shambles, and maybe set up a date with either UCI or Fisher on the other side of the finals. And of course, CVal Champs is also happening. Both of these teams are currently in the lower bracket as well, so there's going to be a little bit extra motivation to make sure they can get that PCL championship.
Yeah, and I know they are loaded up. We have the maps ready too, so we're just going to go ahead and take a peek at those before we get that started. Bind is going to be the first play. It's going to be Northwood's pick, Split.
And Breeze.
Be that middle one, and yeah, everyone's favorite map, Breeze.
Yeah, for sure. That is a statement you could make. Maybe a false statement and lie to the people out there. But listen, and when I always say it, if you're a really talented player that can aim, you're going to love a map like that because it's just aim duel and aim check on so many of these long sight lines. Bind and Split, big fan, especially Bind. You want to talk about maps that are original in the Valorant scene that there should be no real surprises on. Bind and Split certainly do fit the bill. Northwood's going to be picking up Bind first. I suspect that means Baker will be starting on the defense, but of course preference is ultimately the name of the game. And I'm very excited to see if Baker can just, right? It's not the same Northwood squad that went 180 million to 0 a couple of years ago, but Tuzi played for Fisher at another school before that, made a bunch of LAN appearances, DreamHack, and a bunch of other tournaments. So there is experience and talent literally top to bottom between both rosters. The fun part is, though, you play bad for 2 hours, none of that means jack.
Yeah. Interesting to see.
Ferbsa was like the Jet player, too, in case you were wondering, yeah.
Lotus and Pearl as the bands that came through as well from Northwood, but yeah, Bind going to be their pick.
Son of Car not even close to knowing what they're going to pick, at least hiding it from us. Ferbsa, I know you're locking that Jet because I casted enough of your games back in the day, and oh my, some of the plays this gentleman would create is, truly otherworldly. A Son of Car will be locking in the double duelist, filling it in with the Neon. Makes a lot of sense given that Bind is a relatively small map, and Neon can traverse that thing very, very quickly. Baker starting out on the favored side, of course, maybe the most one-sided map in Valve going to Bind defense. And there's going to be, I'm expecting some very, very high-level gameplay, but genuinely, Baker, they have more than enough to upset Northwood here.
Putting in, see what the eyes are. I mean, we saw a lot of work in the Pistols last match. That last series.
Seeing what's cooking up this time. Looks like maybe a frenzy spotting on the Neon. Everybody else from the side of Northwood, the classic Bandit full house. That's round 1 getting ready to go. And as we said, winner will be playing, it'll be Fisher versus UCI, and both of those teams have been very, very strong. Yeah, I don't know if that was that was either a 7 p.m. or it's in the 9 p.m. slot like we are now, but all 4 teams are currently in CVal champions in some form or fashion, whether it's lower bracket or the upper bracket still in Fisher's case, so there is a whole lot of talent. Okay, yeah, that game is starting same time as ours, so the winners will be decided at the same time, whether it'll be a little West Coast or East Coast battle there in the Fisher-UCI game, but Northwood taking some chip damage down in mid from the sky. Nami rotating over to block off showers, but it's going to be the hookah flood from the Timberwolves. Revenge going to get flashed out with the guiding light. Will be able to shut Verbsa down. And this Sky is going nuclear. Revenge killing 3 in the blink of an eye, but Northwood finds the trades and they get a plant.
Yeah, they're getting a good amount there, but see if it's enough. 1v2 to close things off, and Tuzi is real low, 20 HP. But heal?
Smoke's down.
Not gonna come through. Smoke onto site, and I don't know if Tuzi's gonna be able to get here in time. The cover, Hijinks up, and Hookah is gonna be there, and they get that last pink pick.
And the animation was pink there at the end, so I saw one thing, Brain said another, be like that. And yeah, I mean, Revenge just completely just cooking everybody everywhere right there. It took one clip of the Classic to kill 3 players. Of course, Tuzi was indeed on 1 HP. Sky cannot heal herself, so stuck there on that 20 HP. And a very good round out of Baker to open things up. 3 kills on the Sky, already halfway to the Seekers. And you reward yourself with a rifle. Neon has an outlaw randomly. All right. Back. Both guns, actually.
Nami, definitely one of those aggressive players that we've seen on the cast throughout the weeks. On both ends.
This could be, I see, it looks like a Stinger or a Judge on the other side. I think it is a Judge! The Outlaw 1v1 going the way of the Northwood. Neon, Son of Car, catches one out, but then the Judge, Demon, just goes for the wide swing. It looks like, yep, Benji also just getting ripped with the Judge there. The pistol finds the shutdown, and now the Spike is in Purgatory. Alexander is trying to be a cheeky little Viper in the portal, wait for somebody to TP in unexpectedly, but with Baker having a player advantage, I don't think they're going to go fishing that hard.
Ladders. Only one over here in mid. Tuzi's going to be there as well, but Spike eventually does get picked up. Oh. Ladders is going to have the gun up already and get that pick onto Tuzi. Now, 2v4 situation for Northwood. Viper wall just went down. Verbsa trying to get that cross and barely gets away with their life, but gets a good amount of chip damage into that breach. Does end up finishing it off. Isn't able to find the second kill. Alex finding one, and now 1v2 situation, but 15 seconds left. Not enough time to get over to B and get the spike down. Number 2 is going to go ahead and push through and try to push them off. Demon trying to contest this plant for as long as they can. Alexander in a horrible situation, and up top is going to be Demon with the Judge. He's going to go ahead and put him down. 2-0 for Baker.
Yeah, we saw the Outlaw was a decent idea from Northwood. Of course, it did not get them as much value. Son of Car did hit a nice opening shot, but it was Demon that instantly found the 2-piece down in showers, which essentially killed the round where it stood. The spike was set down, and I'm thinking maybe we get a SMG or probably a Sheriff there for Tuzi. The money not looking great. And after the Outlaw buy, Son of Car will be forced onto the Guardian, so not the best situation. And luckily for Baker, didn't really lose too many weapons, so they're not going to full commit this round. See if Northwood can get on the board.
Some shots getting sent off, nothing connecting yet. Verbsa trying to take control of this, and the first gunfight goes off. Revenge fighting the first blood onto Son of Car. That B long area. Tuzi, number 8, still going to be there with the spike. I think Northwood still wants to, they still want to go ahead and commit to this B spot.
When they lose this round, they are staring at a 4-0 because of the way the money is set up, I'm pretty sure. So they're going to cross their T's and dot their I's and see if they can't figure out where a player is, because they've got negative information, right? It's like there's a bag on their head. They have seen and heard nothing, especially over here on B, and ladder moves. Even though it's a Stinger, you get up close and personal, this thing will absolutely shred. Tuzi and Verbs are going to cross their paths, and they're actually both going to find the headshot. Some sharp shooting out of the Wolves there, and that's going to be a 4v2. Site take and plant to be found.
Yeah, good amount of kills go through for them.
Spike planted.
Oh, hijinks. That back wall with Shorty in hand.
Certainly a weapon for a job. I don't know if it's the weapon for this job. There we
Should
go.
be Shorty and Bucky, the only things available for the two of Baker, and it's not going to work out as they get headshotted by...
Hijinks may have grabbed a stinger at the end of that play. That's how he grabbed a stinger through the smoke that his teammate had. It was desperate times for the Baker side, but Northwood, as they were expected to, they do win their bonus. That means Baker will have enough money to pick up the rifles. Northwood, luckily with the money, actually in a very good spot, considering it was only the Neon that bought up last round. So, yeah, about 2.5K average, full everything, and they'll be at least looking good for next round. And flip side for Baker, whole lot of Krispy Kreme donuts in the credits there. But a quarter dozen.
Not much to work with, and it's going to be a full 5 push over in this A mid. First pick goes to the way of Baker, though. Nami able to find Ferbsa over on the outskirts, and Hijinks following it up with the second. A site, not as easy as it once was, but the spike is going to
you're so dead.
Well, go through. As I say that, it gets faked out. Heal does come through for Northwood, and they're holding good position here. Shower still in control as Alexander gets shut down before they even get to enter. Benji trying to find something on the exit, but Nami and Demon are holding this very well. The smoke does get put down. I believe that was Baker.
One enemy remaining.
And Hijinks
My
finding
goodness.
one right there. Last up is going to be Benji in a 1v5. Oh, and they're caught in a net. Number 5.
Yep.
Coming through, Revenge. Able to find that one there, and a flawless hold right there for Baker.
Yeah, that was, there should be another like flawless plus if you don't take any damage in the round, because those health bars looked very full to me. I genuinely do not think Baker took a single damage point that entire round, which is obviously extremely impressive. And speaking of, we're going to have the duelists of Northwood. Ferbsa picking up the operator. The money was good, as I said, from the last round, so they had enough to afford that one through with some light armor. Tuzi should be getting a rifle in their pocket as well. Son of Kar, unfortunately, with a classic, but may be able to play for an orb. Guiding Light actually going through the TP, so that means Ferbsa going undetected. Yeah, Son of Kar, I believe, has a... I don't know what gun they got. Maybe a classic still? Oh. Yep, just a classic.
Yeah,
So they really want this orb.
playing that orb there, looking to get one and maybe get the gun off of them, but the net, the cage,
Hit that quick slide and get that orb.
yep, does go down. Oh, and the first pick from Revenge over through the wall into... What? What?
Neon ulti.
Oh, okay, over through the wall. Revenge finding another over in Hookah. And the ult does come through for Northwood, but they're not able to find anything at all. Alexander only finding one.
It's a 3v2, so Northwood, considering how bad it looked, honestly not the end of the world. But I will say, yeah, I'm just now seeing where the spike is. All of a sudden, the world is starting to end really quickly, but when you peek Alexander when they're on a hot streak, might be the result you have to live with. Hijinks will get shut down there. A lovely little double stun from the Neon will make sure Alexander cannot play the video game any longer. And now it's all down to an opping Ferbsa in the 2v1. 10 seconds left in the round. Last pack at the ready, which means Ferbsa actually does land the wallbang shot, and they have enough time to find the plant as well. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
And the
goodness.
blades.
And if Ferbsa can close it out, it'd be much needed. Good money for them, and they do all head right there on the blades to Demon. Ferbsa with the no-scope and the headshot from the blades to close things out.
That's vintage Ferbsa, my friend.
Good money also in the pocket.
I've seen many a victim fall to that exact blade storm. Still looking as good as ever, even in this new duelist meta. Give me the jet. I'm still going to make things work. That wallbang was gross. And yeah, every single knife drilling. It's like when you split the arrow with a second arrow. The knives were splitting each other on the bullseye there. 6-3-1 early on for the jet. Northwood back in the game, down 3-2. The buys are looking healthy for both sides. So we'll see if Baker can slow this momentum down a little bit.
I wish we could have saw how Revenge got that opening kill, because that wall.
I think he just shot them up into hookah through the wall, yeah.
Yeah, we saw the X-ray, and it was like, wait a minute, where's you see Revenge's position? And like, how? But Verbsa opening things off to start this fifth round.
Here.
6. Oh.
Oh, do not pass go. Do not collect 200, Demon. You do not want to peek that operator. They will fall back. Same with Ferbsa. And now we're going to send the Neon in as the second wave of engage there. Okay. Battle Brim. Benji going to scoop up, walk over to the B site. The paint shells will be dodged away from Revenge. They got a little active here, but Alexander still lurking here over B, making sure that no extra space can be taken. Seekers will be sent out in offense for Northwood, and now the guiding light to answer, and they're going to go for the swing immediately. Nami forced to pop the overdrive, and ladder moves, able to find the kill onto Ferbsa, so the Opera and the Neon, both duelists now down immediately.
And the Seekers are still out, causing a little bit of a distraction there. 2 are going to come through to the last ones on mid, so that info is going to be available. 30 seconds left, and Portal Pay or an A commit going to be the options on the table for Northwood, and Nami waiting, playing this corner. Gets down real low, isn't able to find anything. Benji finding 1. Demon following it up with 2. Last one up is going to be Alex, but they have the pit available and they have the opportunity to play. They slip through and they're able to grab the pick, so now they close it down to a 1v1, and all they got to do is hold through on this pit. Spike goes down. Northwood with another opportunity to
I like
clutch
this.
things up. Reposition coming through, trying to grab whatever information they can, but Pit gonna fall through short of that, and one tap through the pixel over the little box there is gonna close it out. Alexander with a nice clutch.
I mean, the dodge of the Deadlock ulti into the instant one tap, and then a very efficient, not a wasteful man. 1 bullet is all I need to find the kill. Literally spotting the headband of Sky. Dink. How you doing? Keep it moving. And Northwood, just like that, right back in this game. It is 3-3, and you can just see the talent on the team. Even when Baker has done really well, they had a 3v2 in the round before this one. Didn't end up working. Nami shooting a lot straighter earlier in the game. It'd be like that sometimes. This was a beautiful slip of the net by Alexander, and then just a lovely little shot there to close the round out.
Yeah, good work on the side of Northwood.
Yeah, Baker saw Steph Curry hit 2 threes. They said, we should probably call timeout, because we've seen this movie before. And then it's with Ferbsa dropping 35. Or Alexander. Alexander was not on the first version of Northwood. I don't know if they went to another school before, but I am extremely impressed. Oh yeah, they might have been on the school, but just, yeah, it may be a different name even too. A lot of these guys have had name changes too, and whatever the flavor of the week is, it seems like, with the Val players.
It's crazy that we are in playoffs, though.
Things come up quick.
Huh?
Everyone's getting land ready. Flights are booked. There's obviously the Nacelands happening right now. Okay, so Maryville for a semester. That's not a bad place to be. Oh, Core is a tier 2 team, yep. Okay, so all bunch of T2, okay, and like pretty notable T2 teams as well, so not Five Guys, burgers and fries and a dream.
Man, 5 Guys is awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm starving. I shouldn't have said that. That was a terrible decision.
Oh, McKenna's steak and eggs burrito.
Stupid. Yeah, you're killing me, Smalls. Alexander. I mean, yeah, if anyone gets an offer to go to Maryville, you know they're good at the video game. That's just kind of the beginning, and that's the beginning and end of that story right there, as it has been painfully slow offense for Northwood. This time, not a bullet fired, not a shot seen, not a lick of util invested for the most part.
Get this setup. Oh, and that's the only one over there on the A.
So he killed him in heaven.
Is going to go ahead and come through. 2 and 3 shifting on over. The blind eye is going to come out. 5. Information should be available. I don't think anyone's going to peek this.
They have a pistol in the Guardian, too. It's going to be hard win.
Just going to hold it. Slow peek from Demon. It's going to come through, and Son of Car going to put them down there. And a little bit of a misread from the side of Baker is...
Oh, the Brimstone. Undetected. Well, had a Bucky and a dream, yeah. Never mind. Playing for the Vandal triple kill, jumping with a shotty.
Nami's going to be on that flank right there. Only a shot.
Yeah, I know it was a save, but even like, right, even a sheriff, you can, it's 2v5, you're still in trouble, but you can at least try with the sheriff. You can throw a shoulder, throw a shimmy. This, you're like, I hope they walk into me. I know there is a right click on the Bucky, but it is not, it's not a Guardian shot. It is just a 40 damage shot from 20 meters away. Revenge. Bulldog versus Sheriff. The Sheriff will not be able to win the ones. Toozy with the shutdown. And now it's all down to Nami. No teammates, no friends, no hope. Northwood's round.
Well,
However,
exits either. Looks like they're gonna go ahead and take the portal and are gonna fall to Spike there.
some pity cash at the end.
Don't get shot.
Now Northwood with the first lead change of the game.
Yeah, trying to see what the buy is fully looking like here. I do see an Odin in the hands of Revenge. I predict they're going to be staying up on the B side as they have been. Rifles Bulldog Outlaw is the name of the game for the side of Northwood with a one-round lead. As Nassim said, flipping the game back on its head. And against any very good team, right? You never want to let certain teams get a lead, but especially against the Winthrops, the Maryvilles, the Northwoods of the world. Like, there's certain teams that you really can't play with your food. You really have to kill them 3 to 4 times before they actually die. So, still a one-round game. They're still in the mix, but Northwood looking to approach the B site, the deadlock, able to slow down the push, and one way to back her up.
And the setup.
Oh yeah.
Still gonna come through over onto B, but Revenge with that Odin in hand is gonna try to ward them off. Cuss comes through, doesn't find anything, but Ferbsa finds a body.
Uh-oh. It might be behind him, by the way. Well, Orbital Strike and Odin will signal the end of the road there for a few Baker players, as they are going to try to flood out a hookah. Ferbsa, though, catches Nami out. Lakin, Alexander, the Brimstone is to your left in hookah. There's the head. Wall bangs the galore. Shorty not even needed. No Sheriff required either, as Northwood 5 rounds in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Nope. 4 to 5 to 6. Math is hard.
That was a Baker Orbital Strike too that came through, and
You are
definitely
correct. I
hindered
assume
the,
that was a Northwood one, actually.
Was
'Cause
the way
it looked like a real good Northwood one. I said, damn, that zoned off everybody. But I guess Hijinks, yeah, dropped it and said, I hide at window. But yeah, I legit thought that was Benji's as well. If you didn't say it, I would have been like, when did Benji get ult again? He has 3 kills.
But Hijinks gonna have an interesting Orbital Strike there. Northwood getting that round. Revenge up, trying to find something here on the. Oh my goodness, Alexander with the.
He did 20. Oh, I think it went through both of the walls. That's why.
Yeah, son of car pushing through, trying to find something, and I mean it's straight Molly. You're brave for that one, man. But yeah, Demon gonna find that one through the smoke.
Spike planted.
Other moves is just gonna play over on this 90 area and try to.
Oh my goodness.
Find something. Nami putting one down. Tuzi in response. Now Nami with a gun in hand. Ferbsa doing their best, but they get put down. And last up is going to be Tuzi, and they find one with the outlaw.
Oh no!
Position. They pull out the bird again, and they get put in a box for it. Ladders gonna get the defuse and be one off of their ult there.
Of course, it's always got to be a thrifty after you lose 5 rounds in a row, basically. Decide enough is enough, and
no, dude, what?
I low-key think the Sky maybe don't get the kill, but I think more damage for sure than the 35 they got gifted.
Yeah.
I think at least should have been 60, 70 damage, or maybe even more, if depending on how thin that wall was at the corner of it. I did feel like they got cheated a bit too. I just wasn't sure in real time, but seeing it again, yeah, I would have liked a little more damage if I was the Sheriff holder there, but such is life. Your team still wins the round. The buy is still healthy as ever. Operator and Odin in hand. I believe the Operator is positioned on mid as well with the raise, if I am not sleeping here at the wheel. Nope, I lied. Thought somebody had one, unless they sold it, or I'm blind. Maybe the Neon, actually. That would make more sense.
Demon with this high ground hold.
Yeah. There, though.
Nami. Hop in hand, but yeah, no one near them. The only closest person is going to be 9, and that's in mid.
Yeah, it's an A/TP thing for now.
Alex
Sensor down.
Play in this area and find something. Oh, 9-4. Oh, Nami finding the first pick. Seekers coming out for the side of Northwood as they try to commit to this A push.
Good orbital, yep. I was about to say, it's actually very good if the Seekers can zone them off. It's not good if you lose all the fights, though. 2 ultis up and 4 Northwood players almost down. Ferbsa ripped to half HP. 4v2, the spike now finally being attempted, but that is not going to be an easy plant by any means. A bullet actually connects onto Ferbsa there. Oh, more bullets does not equal more wins. Ferbsa finds another one, but the Jet down to 1 HP. I don't know if the Blade Storm will be invested given the health. If they were a little healthier, could see it. NG, you got to clear out lamps as best as you can. Throws that big old knee pad out into the open. Ladder will catch him out. And now it is a 1 HP Jet. The Deadlock ulti is being used, I do believe. Fast lane sent through. Oh, the shorty on 1 HP. Shutting down Ferbsa and Baker tying us up.
Last couple of rounds before the switch. An even split so far.
30 seconds.
Not often you see this.
Oh man, just one more bullet through that box and they get him, but Ferbsa able to come out and Benji there a little slow on the
Didn't
peak.
account for the hitbox.
A little shack on the other side of the door.
Yeah, peeking behind out the tree or whatever. Yeah, exactly what that was like.
Get out of my way.
Ferbsa gonna pull out Storm Blades. And the full push through showers. Son of Car pushing out and able to find one to open things off. Demon gonna be out of the match, but Hijinks finding the trade to go through. Ferbsa a little slow on the jump there. Tuzi able to help him out and getting that pick over onto Hijinks. The reposition from the rest of Baker coming over through. Ladders gonna grab this heaven position. 5 and 4. Gonna be Nami and Revenge pushing up.
Time to hunt.
3v4 retake for Baker, but the position's looking good so far for Northwood as they have control of this hookahs and this back mid area. On the blinding light that wasn't able to get anything. Ferbsa finding the one into ladders on Heaven from the Storm. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a save. They try to give the sound cues to get the scams, and they do. Nami finding one onto Tuzi, and finding another is Revenge onto Ferbsa.
Only 1 round left in the half, so I'm guessing the money will be more than okay. The players allowed to throw a few lives away there, as the shorty not necessarily going to get the job done there. Alexander notching another head to their belt. Northwood guaranteed to at least have a tie half, and even with the double duelist comp that both teams are running, not that bad to be 6-6 offense on bind, especially after you started off down in a bit of a hole. That 3-1 obviously. Ferbsa now has the operator again, essentially double positive. Alexander, similar boat. Yeah, Son of Car, more than enough cash, as I assumed for Northwood. Ladder on the Judge. And we've got a Overdrive Seekers for the side of Baker, though. That is very impactful.
Nami and Ladders pushing up over in this mid area, trying to find some control and maybe find a pick or a trade to come through. Ladders getting flashed out. Just gonna hold their position here.
You got to Judge. You ain't leaving. That's your corner.
Yeah.
I hope they stay the whole round.
Me in that back line trying to help them out. Smoke's getting put down. Oh, it looks like a setup coming through, but as I say that, trades come pass.
Can't wallbang with that, unfortunately. Rock is super effective against lightning. If you played any Pokemon, you would have known that was not going to work. Northwood, they will happily take the 4v2. They fend off both of the ultimates. And now they're in a fantastic position for a 7-5.
Your go-to starter.
I believe I did... Well, I did Pokemon Red, it was Charmander, because I was like, oh, the cover's red. But then I think I was a Squirtle enjoyer for most of the other games. Benji with the drive-by with the shorty, and Northwood will win the first half 7-5.
Switching sides.
The best starter ever is Mudkip, though. That's just not even up for debate. Water ground type? Yeah, that's pretty broken in my opinion. Thank you, Game Freak. I mean, yeah, anything Gen 1s through 4 is peak for all the youngins out there. Brilliant Diamond did not used to be that bad of a game, I promise. The original was much better. We had 30 FPS back in my day too. Now we got 15 on the Switch.
15.
Bro, I swear the DS ran at like 60 frames. Even the 3DS, because I played something on the Switch and I'm like, oh, nice Microsoft slideshow. And this is a AAA game.
Oh man, dude, I was at
That was
PAX
me.
East trying to find like old DS
Oh,
to
yeah.
buy, but those people are selling them for like triple than what they were back
Dude,
then.
the last few years, stuff like that has gone, like collecting stuff has been insane. Like it's actually literally everything has like double, tripled in price. Old
Yeah.
consoles, old games, controllers. It's Baker doing some nice work on the A side, and then it is a full platoon TP over to B. The only one ready to answer is going to be Alexander, and they've got a lot of work to do. There are 4 players to shoot. We're doing pretty good so far, though. We find 2 and nearly kill a third, and now it's all left to Tuzi, who actually shuts down both players by themselves. And an absolute mess of a fight. Northwood comes out clean.
It's a good thing, all right? We'll figure out.
Oh, they're on the defensive end of things.
Alexander has been so impressive.
Definitely.
I cannot believe I've never casted this player, genuinely. Where have you been hiding, my friend?
I wish they had a damage stat.
What's that?
Damage stat, like in CS.
Oh, I know. It's. Let me get kill feed, smokes, blind shots. Let me get no scope indicators. Let me get. Yeah, but I think they like. This might be true. It might not be true. I think they don't want people making fun of their teammates in this game. That might genuinely be like one of the reasons.
Oh my
It's like,
goodness!
'cause
yeah,
it's just another reason to like flame your teammates,
you
kind
can put
of.
spyware on their computer, but you can't put some stats. Come on now.
And listen, right? League of Legends, we don't even get voice chat because the text chat is enough. So I think it might be one of, or they just like there's already so much info on the HUD when you tab. They're just like, we don't really want to
Yeah.
add more, which is very someone that maybe not played a lot of value tab, and you go, whoa, what simulator shop maker are we playing over here? There's a lot going on over here.
You get the aim training Steam
Yeah.
link.
Then you got your GeForce Shadow play on, everything else, all the attachments. As the judge is still looking strong as ever with Son of Kar and Ferbsa getting active in the server.
Planted.
The Outlaw good for 2. They actually do find the plant, which is fairly impressive considering. I fear that's all they're going to find. And Northwood are running them down and out of town. 3K for the Jet and a 9-5 lead for the T-Wolves.
Ferbsa found 3 there with the Outlaw and then the pistol. But yeah, interesting finish here.
Like I'm in Alice in Wonderland. What's going on here? Game has changed. Alexander and Ferbsa currently having a kill race between the two of them. 16 apiece. 7 and 9 deaths respectively. Baker, the buy, is looking much better this time. But we do got to put a stop to this Northwood momentum because when teams like this get rolling, I said it earlier, it just feels like an unstoppable killing machine.
Yeah, especially on this defense here right now. Baker, their opportunity to get something through, maybe get a plant out on this 3rd round. So Northwood didn't let you do that on the first split. Baker, 4-1 setup. Tuzi smelling something through this brick, and I don't think they're going to get it in time. Demon finds a pick. Oh, and the lineup isn't going to be enough.
If
Revenge
he
and Nami.
wasn't moving while he was shooting, he would have killed everybody.
Yeah, they're finding one right there.
Oh
The
my
site
God.
is going to open up, and
Planted.
Spike going to get planted down there, but the last 2 up for Northwood. It's going to be Benji and Nest.
Probably a call for an early save. We got a Bulldog, so maybe we actually do. Oh yeah, it's round 3. We're just going to rip it, I think.
Try to take some money off the board where you can.
That's
Oh.
unfortunate.
Or Son of Kar. Last up with the judge in the 90.
Yeah,
The
you
info
just
comes
tank
through.
the aggro. Too bad. I think they're going to get one.
Gotta go.
Oh, maybe not.
They know.
Oh, okay. The
Oh.
pre-fire, they knew the Nyam was coming for him. They're able to find it down with the Vandal. Baker going to grab a 6th round for themselves. And now we can take a quick peek-see at how Ferbsa got. See, Tuzi, if they either don't move or if they get a little luckier and RNG is on their side, they probably get a few kills there, but Riot said, not today, my friend. No kills for you. And Baker getting a big one.
I will
Round for
not
them
die
to
today.
hold on to. Keeps them in it just a bit longer. Similar setup once again. Tuzi. Gonna need to be faster with that one.
Yeah, I think
Ferbsa gonna be on the other side of the map, and this time around, Son of Kar gonna help out. First one goes off, second goes through, and Tuzi is going to lose that along with Son of Car. So now B-site once again going to be completely open. The Snake Bite does find a good amount of damage through.
I low-key think Demon was shooting bodies there for a second. I'm pretty sure they were, unless it was, 'cause I don't think they were flashed out from the guiding lights. Maybe a little BM from Baker. Listen, I love it. Get in their heads. You let them know nobody is safe.
They're just holding here. Baker trying to find someone, and it might be a portal play, but still over on A. They're holding strong. The rest of Northwood. Oh, and Alexander is able to find one on the scam, and they decide to push on through. Baker getting the setups going down. Smokes are all over, and Nami getting control over in this back 90. Alexander doesn't get react in time there. Demon able to find the quick pick. Now with 2v4 retake for Northwood. Benji and Ferbsa. Not much to work with. Nami finding Benji on the cross. Now Ferbsa last up in a 1v4. Slips this bird, but gets shot down. Revenge taking them out there. A little dance revolution.
Yeah, nothing like making the enemy dance to your music after you take him out to end the round. That is always a good feeling. And Demon, oh yeah, there was definitely some extracurricular. I gave them the credit of maybe they were still sky flashed and were just making sure, but nope, that was deliberate. I hope that does not come back to bite you. But with Baker on a nice little run here, I can see why they're starting to feel themselves just a little bit. And with Northwood on the bye that they have, certainly going to be Baker favored very, very heavily. And honestly, with Baker's money, if they have another clean round, they're going to have cash for a few rounds.
Yeah. A little bit, yeah, the little extra love. Yeah. third time, let's just all hold me long, but we do see
Bet you won't come B again.
the default split come through for Baker and their setup. The hijinks.
I love this.
Does get a pick. He sees them all there. He gets a little bit more health taken off than he would have wanted.
Now it's on Alexander to see if they can steal one. Alexander can get a kill. This round might completely... Oh, almost!
Oh no, they get a good amount of... Actually, they don't get much damage in there as well. Yeah, Sky's going to come through with the heal. Regardless of the armor, the weapons are in favor of Baker here. Benji, Marshall in hand. That's how you know times are tough.
I don't think Baker's going to overplay their hand at all. That's why you see nobody except for the X-Rays trying to give the Rays a haircut. But Demon up for the challenge. A nice little paint shell into the back corner. And then Revenge can push through the Cloudburst. Shut down the Tuzi Ferbsa duo. Northwood down to 2 players. And Baker will be down 1 after the round concludes. Do it!
Nice flawless round for Baker here.
Oh, this Baker money is going to be a rather large issue because I see almost 9K on a few players. Northwood's going to be scraping the bottom of the bin. They do at least have the max loss bonus, but you'd like to win the round instead of getting the free money from the game for losing. Alexander and Ferbsa haven't really gotten too many kills the last couple of rounds. They've been getting shut down relatively efficiently. As Revenge, Demon, and Nami have been putting on a show in the kill department.
Launching smoke.
A showers push comes on through.
Ferbsa does have the cutlery out.
Seekers coming out for Baker here. Revenge sends those out. Doesn't look like they're able to find anything just yet, but
Ferbsa might be lining up a Blade Storm out of heaven there.
yeah, the information is there. Benji able to find the first pick onto Revenge to open things up. The showstopper is going to still be out.
It's still out too.
Oh, do they send it back there? Oh, they don't, and they don't find anything, but Demon does follow up with the trade. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tuzi sending some love back. You know, I think the last time I played this game was when they were still having, like, the bodies drop. Or the little,
Oh, I think it's also a setting for, like, an observer setting. 'Cause it's, like, quote-unquote mature content, even though there's, like, no blood in this game as far as I'm aware.
Really? I
Yeah,
thought
so
that
it
was
shows,
just
like, the holo
standard.
card. No,
Oh.
it'll show, yeah. It's like a content filter.
Yeah.
So we get to see the little holo
think it was-
cards instead.
Yeah. No, Siege also was one of the games that did that to the holo cards instead of the bodies.
Not my Siege.
Yeah, because in Siege you couldn't. Yeah, you could hide through like dead bodies and stuff, and that was something not fun to
Nothing
deal
like
with.
hiding in a rook, my friend. Oh boy, and a dock. Nice. See all that body armor? Give me that. Especially because you could lay any direction in omnidirectional in Siege, so you could just like squirm yourself into like a
In
2x2.
between
You're like
two
you're
dead
cave,
bodies.
like you're cave crawling basically. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Just hopping into a cave, exploring a little bit. As Northwood up 2 again. Viper Pit, Orbital Strike at the ready, and those are 2 very good defensive ultis. As Baker slow playing it this time around, the Trailblazer will get info on 1. Tuzi will lock down Hookah, and it looks like Baker either going to double back to B, or we're having second thoughts, and we're using that duelist space to take A.
Footsteps are going to be heard by Revenge, but it might have been a little bit of a fake out here. The Viper pick coming online to lock down B, which allows for Son of Kar to reposition over to A. And the setup, Baker. Oh, it's set up good. Demon gets a few shots in, but isn't able to close it out there.
Wow.
The Orbital Strike is able to close out on ladders. Son of Kar finding another as well. Demon, the only one there on the other side of the walls to really fight up against anything, and they don't see anything as well. Finally fall.
Beacon here.
I think the Neon ult will be expiring. It just does, but it's still a 4-2 advantage for the side of Northwood. Benji getting info on hijinks. That means the molly will be set. Yeah, both Brimstones on the same type of timing there. It's what we'd like to see. Good fundies in the lamps fight. As Alexander and Benji will collect the last 2 souls, and Northwood 2 rounds away from winning the map.
Seems like a slow uphill battle as well for Northwood just to
And they get the guns online a little bit. And Baker again. We're going to call timeout and discuss things further. Not a terrible time to do so, but I hope they got something good cooked up. Because I know Northwood is feeling good. I see Ferbsa already top fragging like they were a couple years ago. And then you, of course, have Alexander, who I will definitely need to do. I know we said what schools. I need to see how they placed in certain tournaments because I know it's a 1-game sample size, but Alexander just been shooting straight, and I don't recall seeing them in at least at champs or anything. I know obviously Valorant 2023 isn't even the same video game that we're playing these days. It is a totally different landscape. As Baker, 20 seconds left to see if they can get a Greg Popovich level of insight here and get something cooked up. AKA Tim Duncan, go win us the game.
Tim Duncan go play the most boring basketball ever.
The big fundamental.
Got Tony Parker in your front court and Ginobili.
Tony Manu.
Yeah, and you're
Danny Green on the wing. Okay, so on EG back in 2021 as well. So yeah, that is the original iteration of ECT basically in its inception. I know that was before EG won champs in 24, I think it was, or 2023 when Demon 1 was there, but still obviously it's EG, so everyone, if you've been around, had a great LCS team and still have a good Val program over there, that is a good spot to start your career out, especially. Northwood, 2 rounds away. Baker, slow play up B long, waiting for that inevitable Tuzi guiding light. They've been getting stuffed with the entire time, but Tuzi playing a lot more passive this round, which I like.
portal. All set up. Ferbsa able to find one to open things off, but
No!
there, okay, yeah. Tries to escape the orbital strike, falls right in the hands of Demon there, and the picks going in favor of Baker as they have B side open and cleared.
I was wondering what that symbol was on Sky's face. Of course it was the ult. I was like, why is her... I was like, there's no KO in the game. Why is
Me
her
too,
face
I was
red?
like, there's no KO.
I was like, KO hasn't been meta for like 2 years
But
or like a
even
year and
still,
a half.
The KO thing only goes to him, so I was like, that's why I was like,
That's
what
why
do
I
you
was
mean?
looking. I was like, are they down? I was staring at it, waiting for something to happen.
Benji is just going to go ahead and back off, play the life, play the gun, get the save. But yeah, Baker with a just dual push there from the ults at least. Revenge and Ladders using their ults to get good picks. Time ticks down, spike goes off. Now 9-11.
Baker down 2 now instead of 3, inching a little bit closer to that elusive 13. Northwood still sitting 2 rounds away. Son of Car money not looking as strong, so I assume we'll see what they can chef together here as far as the buy goes. Maybe a shotgun and a rifle for Tuzi there, and we can at least make things work. Baker, on the other hand, again, if you win this round and win it clean, you're going to be in a similar spot where you're going to have 5 to 6K a person, more than likely, somewhere in that ballpark. It'll be a 1-round game, but they did just use more or less half the ultis in the game. Northwood, kind of the same story, I guess, though, so not the end of the world. Certainly do not want to go down 12-9, though. These are aggressive shoulders.
We're just going to go ahead and back off. The Hawk does connect and find a few. The push still going to come through for Baker over onto Hookah. And the push out over onto Well. Hijinks gets dropped after finding one. Alexander getting that trade.
We're playing the Viper. I like what we're doing that, but we should maybe get back there. We did sacrifice the Neon for the trade, and honestly, Neon for Brimstone offense to defense is probably a good 1-for-1. Son of Car may disagree, but I think good for the state of the game, and at least having vision if you are the Northwood side, as it is certainly going to be a B hit. One lurking toward Hookah, wrapping back mid. There is a deadlock lone lurking on A that could potentially open up or close the round. Northwood going to swing. Alexander finds the trade. The Seekers gets sent out as well. With Alexander being the lone bastion of defense on the B site here. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh.
Ladders.
That's not good for Northwood.
A couple of their own. Rip Benji. Be the last up in the 1v2.
Now you will see the deadlock net and be sad. Yep.
Launching smoke.
How dumb. I think that thing used to have more HP too, by the way, on launch. It would
Oh my goodness.
every game people, it was the funniest thing, you'd see 4 players, the net would go down, instantly look at the floor, all 4 players are just like, we have to kill this net right now. Such a, I mean, makes sense, there's not a lot of trap characters in the game with now Vice and Deadlock added, of course, but ladder moves, all gunny there, and a big old sword to send in the finishing blow as Baker now 1 round off of the tie. And as I said, another clean round for them, so the money is flooding. Oh, that kill, that was everything.
Able to find one, definitely might have just won them the round there as well after getting that trade, even
I
though
think
they got
it would've.
picked off.
And you would have had a Neon that was just sprinting all up and down the block. Speaking of, Carr will be scooping up the shoddy. Baker, though, no money trouble over there. Nami will be opting into the Outlaw, just still a very good weapon, and you can save a little bit of dough on the back end, and yeah, or you can just kill Tuzi randomly, I believe down in, oh no, just pushed up at B.
Yeah.
Again, same spot they got caught earlier, and I applauded their patience earlier, playing back on blocks on site, but Sky getting aggressive. It is the same Sky spot that everybody sits because of the pop flash around the corner, but first blood over to Baker means they are looking primed.
Slow push over onto A mid, and it's going to be a bang out there. Nami finding 2 more on the follow-up. Benji gets the trade up, but Fabrissa last one up and gets taken out. Nami finding 4 that round with the Outlaw.
Yeah, that was a very, very strong performance. See what the buys are potentially looking like here. It is still operator for Carr, actually still operator. They're picking one up now. Baker, money is endless, effectively, because we have 2 rounds left before OT, whatever way this wants to end up spinning, unless the game ends one way or the other. Alexander sitting at the top of the table for Northwood. Ferbs has had a much, much quieter second half on the defense. They've been relatively shut down. Same with Son of Carr. Tuzi getting caught out a few times means all those things mixed together means Baker has tied the game, but that's the way to shut down the Neon with the hot streak.
Now the shattered split for Baker here as they try to regroup.
Side quest for the spike. Hijinks will be grabbing that. Solve Alexander watching B long, and we are going to get a Trailblazer up toward A to try to draw some attention from Northwood over, but I think they've got an inkling. Shoulder's been thrown, info's been taken. Alexander very smart to jump away. Has a snake bite, so they can safely retreat to the B site. Wait for some of the squad to show up. Now you got Carr with the operator, is able to spot the shoulder, eventually spots Hijinks out. Now we're going to have the Ray jumping on the site. You're running into the wood chipper. Northwood making mincemeat of Baker there and on map point.
Match point.
Son of Carr finding themselves 3 nice picks during that round.
Spike down B.
Alexander killing the Rays there too completely saves Carr's bacon. I guess there was 2 other Northwood players on the other side of the map, so I almost thought it was like a 2v1. Northwood's whole team was just on the other side of the map, and they 2vx'd it. 19 kills for Revenge, and and Hijinks is playing Brim, so you can't put anything into the kill stat. I mean, look at the kills from Baker. This is just team ball. This is team hoops right here. Everybody is almost even or positive, which is a very rare thing to see, especially in a game where that might be losing. This is going to be a good punish. Oh no, you're cooked. The net!
Oh, the net. They get caught in the net on the escape. They're not able to get out. Son of Carr going to be brought down during this round, but it doesn't matter. The rest of their team is going up.
Alexander can flank and pit mid, and then they're in a very bad spot. Very bad.
Son of Carr gets taken out, but yeah, the rest of their team, Northwood, gets a few kills. Revenge, last one up in a 1v3 situation, and Tuzi is going to call game there.
Oh, man.
Northwood close it out, 13-11, and showing a little bit of extra love there. I mean, that's what Baker
started
was doing.
it.
Yeah, Baker was showing
And
some
the funny
love.
thing is, normally a team like the Northwoods, the Fishers, the Winthrops, they usually do it to each other because they're all friends and they play Pro or T2 against each other, but Northwood's usually the ones that are starting the funny business. To see Baker in like a 4-4 game just emptying the clip on Tuzi's body was certainly a choice you can make, but you're going to have to pay the tax later on when Northwood locks in. Granted, it was a 13-11. They barely won that game, and even that round looked like a terrible start, and then Ferbsa randomly gets 2 kills. Benji chips in as well, and then you have Alexander on the flank playing the Nats role, filling in very, very nicely as Northwood wins map 1 13-11. I do believe it's split as map 2, and then Breeze will be the decider if we do need to go there. So we'll see if Northwood's defense can get us started off strong on split. It is going to be Baker's map pick, but one more map potentially to go to the finals is Northwood. We're going to see if they can do just that after the break. Map 2 of our final 4 matchup. Northwood taking on Baker. Northwood wins a nail-biting map 1, 13-11 over there on Bind. And now we're going to be going over to Split, which has been a relatively liked map throughout its history. Was usually the map 3 decider back in the day. And Herbsa, I don't know if we're going to get the mixed gameplay, but I know it has been gaining a lot of popularity recently. It's good for stimming the team and basically just playing a supportive offensive role where you're giving your team extra stim, giving them overhealing, help the team mobilize a lot better. And Ferbsa, we'll be going mixed mode and split here to try to lock in the series. Alexander on the Vice, Benji on one of their classic picks. Is either the Sova or the Viper way back in the day for them. They're going to be back on the Viper. And Baker, it is win or go home.
And you fought close for that last one, 13-11, but evidently you fall short. Now's your opportunity to take a round and push on through to decider onto Breeze.
Yeah, we'll see if Northwood can avoid that map 3, the dreaded map 3, especially after they have gotten themselves a nice little lead so far. One more map to close out the show. This combination roster of the old guard of Northwood with some of the new faces that have been showing up and showing out in a big way. Son of Carr, right? Even had a bit of a slower second half, has multiple just massive heroic rounds, 2Ks, 3Ks to get back in the game. We saw Ferbsa doing some Ferbsa stuff in the first half before they cooled off, and of course, Tuzi's been one of the best facilitators in Collegiate for a few teams now, so all the pieces are there for both sides. It's all about execution. And Baker, as I said, it is win or go home.
A little bit of a bash over towards the A site to start things off. Son of Carr gonna find the first pick onto Nami and then push on through to follow up with, but the line doesn't connect onto anything and the paint shells come through. Demon able to find one onto Tuzi right there. Now, picks in favor of Baker as they go through. Benji coming in from the flank through mid. And all of Baker are on this ramp right here, and they're gonna want to commit to something together. Benji on the other side of this wall, preparing for this push. Paranoia getting sent up, set up. Oh, and it's not going to be needed. The push comes through. Revenge finding that with the team pistols. Ursa, 4 HP, is able to get one before they go out. But Alexander left in a little bit of a sticky situation here. I mean, hey, they get the one heaven. Maybe it works out. But you got to cover a lot of angles over on this A site.
Somebody was there. You're not wrong about that, Alexander, but they did drop. I don't suspect Revenge and Ladder are going to be throwing too many shoulders, at least in the first few seconds here. I think Revenge has util in their hand as well. I think there's a guiding light at the ready, so that's going to be annoying for the Vice here, as they will get swung. They somehow get the headshot. They do not get the kill, though. Maybe blame Rito for that one. But Baker, 3 players up and round 1 under the belt.
If they don't jump and commit to that, they get that kill, maybe get out with their life, but yeah. Baker grabbing the first round of the second match.
I think when we saw Split last week, we also saw the Sage come out. I mean, just...
Yep, it's like one of the only maps that you're going to play a Sage. At least in the pool that we have right now, it is the only Sage map, and that is for sure. I think maybe Abyss or Sunset, there was a couple, but definitely less so on Sunset. And again, that's speaking from a pro play term where it's not always the same meta as college, because they're more willing to try stuff, or they're less willing to try stuff sometimes, depending on the what teams are good. Verbs has got the Sheriff at the ready with the supportive mix. See Baker, though. Defaulting out toward mid. Boombot will come up empty, so no info taken or given one way or the other. It's Benji. Posted up in tower. Nami, Demon, Revenge, the 3-headed monster to pursue. Oh. Yet, though. Northwood just content to sit back, and Baker walking it to A.
Slow walk through sewers over to A. Baker regroups over there. Northwood gonna have a 4-1 split. The only person gonna be on the side of A is going to be 2Z, and they get utiled out. Oh, the shots are decent, but not enough to get anything. Actually, yeah, Demon only ticked off just a
One bullet, yeah.
a little bit
Spike
there.
planted.
Saw the blue light up for half a second. Spike does get planted. Now Northwood getting together for this retake, but by right now in favor of Baker. And Alex and Co gonna start things off. Nami finding them there. Carr able to follow up, and picks aren't horrible if you're
It's
Northwood.
playable. It's very playable.
Standing.
That second bullet would have made things a lot dicier. Now it's a 40 HP Viper. With the world at their back, Demon may be throwing a shoulder, but you still got to find 2 kills, and you don't have any time. Baker going to lock things down and pick up a second round, and another pistol win for their squad. And any lead against Northwood is more than welcome. Demon already 4-1-3. Revenge 2-1-4. A lot of assists already for the Baker side, which tells me that is very, very good teamwork. Nami's vibing.
That's my neon. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. This is a close quarter map. You can see all the small little elbows that are connecting it essentially, so that'll be a nice weapon. Even the Bucky will be good. Save some cash. Guardian rifles for the T-Wolves. As Baker wasting no time. Getting a kill too. Alexander getting cut down by a Spectre, no less, up in, I believe, Heaven, or no, just down on the B site there. Double concuss. Benji gets flashed up, and the Neon throwing a shoulder, but getting their head clipped. And now Northwood looking to put the squeeze on. The Mix looking to get active as well. Carr able to take a few feet of space here, and that Guardian just keep on shooting. The kills will be found. Ferbsa and Benji locking it down. The 2 OGs getting Northwood on the board.
Yep, sure you grabbed the right one there.
Yeah, every gun looks the same, and every skin looks the same. I don't know which gun this is.
I'm like, oh, this skin looks nice. Wait a minute, this is a bulldog.
I've definitely had a cast where I'm like, oh, it's a weird stinger, a weird Vandal skin. Oh, it's a stinger. You start shooting it, I'm like, that's not a noise a Vandal makes.
Gets through the blind there. I think Nami saw them and was just waiting for gun to come out. Push on through, grab a few more trades, and they fall in favor of Northwood there. Sperpsa.
Getting the smokes ready from the Mix. One in mid and one over toward A. Now I've got all the combat stims left in the back pocket. Baker is cheating very heavily to the A side of the map. There won't be that much resistance, but there is a Tuzi and a Son of Car. They will actually trade, and the Bulldog ultimately going to find two in tow. Tuzi getting exactly what they needed done there, and now Benji's able to rotate over and give some help. The Mix can stim up the Vice. You can toss the concuss orb out as well, and I don't think it actually connected onto that player in the corner, but they don't even know it does connect. So there's one behind you. Oh no, Revenge! Listen, it be like that, brother. Sometimes things happen, not the result they wanted, but it happened.
Funny.
And we all saw it.
Funny part is that Benji calls that out. He's like, "Hey, Benji, like there's one here."
Like, yo, bro, are you blind?
Ferpsa's like, "Wait, what? What do you mean?"
Said you have to be lying right now.
Revenge slips through. Yeah, Benji's just panicking.
He said, he's behind me, why didn't I die? And he goes, brother, you gotta watch this back after the game. There was a lot going on. It was a disaster on the site. Northwood will walk away smelling pretty good there. Now the buy for Baker, looking a little lackluster. Luckies and Sheriffs, definitely still enough to win a round, but making your life a little harder. Guiding Light will connect onto Ladder. Nami's already half HP. Mix, well, maybe get distracted by the tunes there. Will get cut down by a Bandit. And that gives Baker a one-player lead despite the weapons. That was perfect.
Weapons be damned. 12 gauge and some boom boom. Boom boom's not going to connect there. Nami.
I can't believe that didn't kill.
Oh, good. Revenge does find Alex there. Now Son of Car left up 1v5.
It's going to be a thrifty flawless because, of course, well,
Outlaw is able to get one pick on through. Nami in the back line trying to flank, but isn't able to with the bullet flinch. Son of Car gonna fall. Oh, they didn't get that spike down, I think, so.
They did steal away 5 weapons, though, so
Yeah.
you'll trade the spike money for the $10,000 in illegal arms that you were able to procure away from Northwood there. Baker takes the lead, and Ferpsa, yeah, just getting caught off guard, not ready for hijinks to be shrouded, stepped up there, and then, yeah, hard to stop a raise flying through mail like that. Outlaw's shot was clean, but that was all they were going to find. Baker out of sight control, they had everything they wanted. Now Northwood, yeah, the buy is looking a little bit grim. We are going to see Carr forcing out full there, not going to have synced up cash, but enough firepower to find some kills.
Car. Wow, trying to get aggressive there, but Ladder's putting them down with the bird shot.
People are forgetting we're in the shotgun meta. Corner, the Grim Reaper is waiting with a smile.
Alex gonna give out a little peek. It spots at least 3 over in that garage area. Benji pushing up to find
flash?
one.
That flash was excellent.
Alex on 5 HP in a dream there. Heal coming through. Sky pulling out the Seekers. Baker looking to commit to this site here and close it out.
Doesn't... Okay, Ferpsa did get a rifle. This is going to be a sketchy concuss to put down. As the Sky healing will go through. Smoke and concuss both get sent. And it's going to be Tuzi to fall first in the trade-off, so Northwood losing another player there, losing a lot of engaged potential with any pop flashes, as it is just going to be down to Ferpsa, the Trailblazer right in his grill. And now the hunting squad comes on through. Revenge will claim the last kill. And Baker back up 2.
If you must fall, then fall near me.
Is going to be...
Oh, Carr is ulti, I
here.
guess.
Yeah. on
That's
the
fine then.
Side of Northwood, Baker. Getting what they want and having some extra in the pocket there.
Is not ready.
Yeah, Demon having another excellent performance, and I mentioned the assist totals already, racking up for Baker. 8 assists on the 2 second place, third place players there. That means literally they are swinging off of every timing. They're playing off of the flashes and the stuns. That is the name of the game, especially on Split, where it is a cluster on the sites when these fights kick off, as we have seen. And the Viper somehow getting caught out just deep mid. NG down for the count, no pit, no Viper util, and just a lot taken off the table for the T-Wolves.
See, gonna push up and get this orb. Now have the ult online. Seeker's going to be available, but
damn the Seekers if you can't use your peepers. Demon pushing through, getting that kill, and all 5 are going to be up and available over towards the B site. Son of Car trying to push on through, but Bucky the only thing available there. Revenge coming through with the heals, and Spike eventually going to get put down.
Oh, it's save. I'll spoil the ending of the movie for everybody out there. There will not be a sequel. Franchise is over, as Northwood will have to hit a 180. We'll go hide in one of the A corners, as is standard protocol when the round is completely doomed. And Baker winning another round straight. I believe that's going to be 3, or they were down 2-0, maybe? No, they won the
2-2-2.
Yeah, it was 2-2, so 2 in a row there after the 2-round run from Northwood. And in 5-2, they're definitely looking good. Last map was 13-11. It's not like they got smacked around. Like, it was literally like a few ultis difference of a game, a few nasty clips from Burbs and Alexander changed the tide. Baker now out in front with a 3-round lead with Son of Car.
Go, go, go!
I don't hate that. And Demon died to the spike randomly. Okay. Strange.
Oh, they died in the corner again on Garage.
Oh, because it wasn't planted properly.
Yeah.
That's funny. That happened twice in 2 weeks, actually. Oh, well, the Northwood buy is certainly an interesting amalgamation of items there. We've got one weapon of every class, basically.
Need a
Once
drop.
Car decides what they're going to finalize, they do have an
Get out.
overdrive in the
We can
pocket.
do this.
Northwood 4 ultis on the books. We'll see if they want to invest any of them this round. Looks like Viper Pit will be sent in onto the B site to cut off any pushes, but we're going to flood A instead from Baker. Demon looking to spot out the Alexander on back site. The Raze wins the 1. And Baker just gets the site and the plant just like that.
Spike planted.
3 for 3.
Sounds a little wonky for Northwood, but they try to retake this site. Doozy is able to find Nami through the ult. That's going to be taken offline. Gun probably going to be available as well. Son of Car finding a second. Demon responding with help from ladders. Flashes coming through. Time ticking down. And oh my goodness. Son of Car sliding through but gets put down by ladder. Tuzi last one up in a 1v1. Classic in hand, and it's not enough. Ladders finding 3 in that corner.
Tuzi almost put the team on his back. That would have been an insane way to clutch. You shut down Overdrive with a stinger. Northwood did invest every ulti they had available at the time as well, so it was not a good round for them after the dust settles. Baker sitting on 7k on ladder. There's an Odin in the hands of Revenge. And they're up 4 rounds after winning the last 4 rounds in a row, and honestly just out-dueling Northwood for the most part. I mean, Alexander went from 25 and 18 or something to just yet to find a kill this game. Almost the, not the James Bond, that's 071, not exactly James Bond, but
007.
Blinded.
no, 007 would actually be better than the score he has right now. No deaths, 7 assists is better than better than what he's got, so that's Valorant though for you. You go from dropping 30 to you can't buy one. That's just literally how the game goes. I've got Nami on the retreat. A little bit of garage space being occupied. The mixed smoke, though, will be slowing the Baker push down for the moment. Now the Trailblazer playing the patience game with the dog there. Tuzi knows there's a few in there in the left corner. Gets taken out mid-jump. And Baker with 50 seconds left. The guiding light won't find anything in mid. I'm thinking it's going to be a late mid split, or we're just going to flood B like we have been.
Right in the flood through Garage, but Poison Orb is up. Snake Bite goes out to delay it. And they're still going to go ahead and commit.
30 seconds left.
Setup is looking good on this side for Northwood. This might be something that Baker has to fight for. Sage Wall does go up, and Benji is able to get the first one off rip, followed up by Tuzi. The Sheriffs working in tandem, but Revenge with the Odin in hand, and it doesn't matter. The Sheriffs on the side of Northwood lay down the law there, and now guns in the hands. You get a Thrifty with 3 up.
Sagewall low-key may have been a little bit trolly. I understand that is usually the default, but I think Northwood just started scalping them over the top of the wall and from the side of it. And once the wheels fall off the bus there, it's hard to get that thing back on the road. And everybody's just spamming the Odin, shooting everything that's moving, and Northwood was able to get a, honestly, massive thrifty. They get all those guns for free. It stops Baker from being up 7-2, which would have been very, very dominant. Would have guaranteed Baker the half win. Instead, Northwood turning the tide a little bit the one way. And the Trailblazer answered with one another. And Revenge, oh my goodness, Verpsa almost causing a teammate to go down. They will at least find the 1-for-1, so not too bad for Northwood, but trading a mix for a Neon. Fairly even, all things considered.
Denji playing this mid connect.
You will not.
They know what's in the middle.
Oh yeah, there is a Sage.
Sage, able that revive to come through. Snake Bite's just gonna get popped a little bit prematurely, and a trip through sewers for Baker. So they go through and switch over to A. Alex could be the only one over, but the help is gonna come through from Suzy.
I mean, if you're Baker and you see that it's Device with that score, and you're saying hand down, man down, mouse in the house, let's send it. The showstopper activated, and it will shut down Tuesday with the shear wall, blocking off half of the Baker offense right now, including the spike.
30 seconds.
They will eventually be able to get past, but right into the weapon of Alexander. Nami luckily quickly to find the trade.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, you got to go big, though, because it is 4v2. So, and Baker, realistically, they're going to throw shoulders around this elbow, which is just all everybody does, because why wouldn't you? So Son of Kar, while the position is nice, they will actually still have to charge forward, and there are weapons trained on those doors.
All four for the side of Baker are going to be in the pit on this side. Benji pushing through, trying to find something, is able to open it up. Oh, a little bit short on the guess there for the second one. Hijinks gets a nice lineup for the two. And Baker going up 7-3 here.
Yeah, Northwood's money yet again not looking good at all. A few rifles may be able to get purchased, but that is going to be it if they decide to go for the half force. For the side of Baker, money running a little bit dry, but there are only 2 rounds left in the half. They've got all the weapons that they could ever ask for Christmas, so they're going to be chilling as they look to take an 8-3 lead, which would be extremely dominant. I mean, it really is just mostly just the slang. There has been a lot of good util play, but they are just winning gunfights, and in an FPS game, that is a good thing to be doing.
I've got your trail.
Seekers coming out for Baker here as they try to get things started and push on over to A. It's going to be completely open.
Oh, I thought that was a Northwood player watching them all. I was like, oh my goodness. Said it was a friendly Omen. Friendly neighborhood Omen man. Herbsa. Oh, Son of Kar just getting body bagged, and then Demon answered back. The one good thing about Baker, even when they are getting caught up by Northwood, they are never giving a kill for free. Every single kill is traded, and the Battle Sage is busting out the rifle and taking folks out one by one. There are 2 players next to the plant box. Verbsa finds a couple, but it will not mean a lick of difference. Baker is just taking it to Northwood right now.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Last round before the split, Revenge sticking with that Odin has definitely been helping out towards this later end of the half.
Yeah, another map where every single doorway is a literal 1-by-1. Hold my left click
Gotta go.
and watch damage go up.
On the side of Northwood, Verbsa going to be the only one with that ult available. Basequake.
Ideally, got to try to use that one. You're sure Baker's on a site, or for playing retake, it's of course essentially functions like the Rolling Thunder. If anyone actually hasn't seen Mixin competitive yet, I know it's been out for a little while, but oh, Northwood, we are getting run out of the city right now. I don't know if the weapons were up to par, but it doesn't matter. You're getting dunked on, Nami, and one on Tuesday's head top, and that means Baker, they are set up perfectly to win a 9.
Verbsa. The flank here, number 7, I believe that's Ladders.
Spike planted.
On a nice flank, Verbsa able to find one to open things off. The Basequake does come out, along with the concuss. Info there, and not enough to find
Yeah, 1
anything.
HP.
Team A.
Team Ace comes through for Baker as they close off the half, 9-3.
Just dominant, too. Like,
Sides.
I knew it was going to be a close game after what we saw map 1, but again, just Northwood can't buy a kill. So many of these rounds. We saw last game, at least when there was stretches where they couldn't really find kills, but then Ferbsa or Alexander would just pop a 4-piece and kind of say, okay, hold the Blade Storm. I'm going to get us back in the game. We're going to get some confidence, some mojo back. And now this time, you have shut down Nami. That is the only thing that you've succeeded in doing this game. It was a 2-2 game. It is now 9-3. And a pistol loss here would maybe not be the end of the world, but it would be the start of the kiss of death.
And Alexander, I don't know if they were the kill leader last.
They were.
match,
They because Ferbster really like chilled off at the end, and Alexander kept on trucking.
Oh, 1 in 10 to get this second
So
half
that was a
started
strange
off.
game, man. You go from Thanos to lesser good character in Marvel. I can't think of anybody.
Coughing baby.
Gambit. Coughing baby. Yeah, that's accurate. This game.
Well, Gambit's actually an Omega level threat.
Is he? Yeah, I don't actually know. I just know he's gonna make a name for himself out here.
He just got a lobotomy. That's all.
He's just.
It's literally that's what it is. That's his lore. He's
That's
so
awesome.
strong. He just got a lobotomy.
They had to nerf him IRL.
Lobotomize this. Nami opening one up, running through. And another one. Revenge getting Alex.
Look at you, Weasel.
Oh, Ferbsa. Almost able to sneak through there, but the check comes in. Revenge. Gotta look down before they step. Now Tuzi left in a 1v4 and 3 peek out of 2 doors. Nothing to do.
Revenge looking down at Ferbsa in the rope almost reminded me of Andy dropping the toys, saying, I don't want to play with you.
don't
It's just
wanna play
like,
with
we've
you,
been
dude.
here before. We know how this story ends. Just sit. Sit down. Give me this kill. Give me the round. 10-3 advantage. I expect to see a Northwood Force because, yeah, 10-3 is usually the quintessential, we got to get our stuff together round. They're going to bring out the Stingers and the Sheriff for the Vice, but yeah, I just really don't see Baker getting slowed down that much this map. Maybe Northwood can go on a run, but I have just not seen enough juice from Northwood to win this one.
Demon
Speaking of juice.
playing the judge over on this ramp. Doesn't matter. Nami's down there with 2 on the Bulldog. Alex gets them, but
Player standing.
isn't able to get many more.
Oh.
The team falls
Oh
down.
my goodness.
Lines coming through. Revenge closing it out there. Baker on a tear this match.
I'm not tired. Are you?
9 out of the last 10 rounds go into the Baker camp side. Now Northwood, after having spent all that hard-earned money, it's going to be maybe Guardians and Sheriffs if they want to go for a double force, but that means they probably will not get rifles the rest of the game unless they have an insane Thrifty and maybe a 12-3 comeback, which I do not think I have been a part of in my life, so I'm not counting on that to happen. It will be Sheriff Stinger Classic to round out the T-Wolves Armory, and Baker not really spending much money because you don't really have to. You're sitting so pretty right now, you don't need to overforce your hand. Let Northwood keep doing their thing, and you've been doing quite well against it. Right there, though, Nami getting caught out. Well, as I say things, Benji just going to kill 2 with the Stinger for free and get a plant.
Benji still been fighting throughout this map, and oh, sound of car.
Enemy remaining.
Finding hijinks on the rotate. Tuzi showing a little bit of love there. Despite the score.
That's what I say. That's North. They're the instigators, the fire starters.
Ladders.
Why is the Stinger the best gun in the game today? That's like the 10th rippage we've seen with it. If he 1v5s with the Stinger, I'm done. I'm walking off the broadcast, all right? That gun looks like it is... I don't think it got buffed. That thing just looks like it is shredding people
Just
today.
Shooting straight.
Tuesday was cutting down neons at distance. That thing didn't miss a single bullet in 2 sprays. And of course, it is the user of the gun. But I mean, let's look at the absolute fire hose. First kill wasn't even a headshot.
My ultimate is not ready.
Goodness gracious, ladder. Luckily, Ferbs is shutting him down to keep Northwood, at least give him a little bit of oxygen here, a little bit of breathing room. But Baker, that Odin will, that'll take away all that oxygen real quick.
The judges come out as well. Oh, and Son of Car running in deep, trying to find something, and Nami finding 2 on the cross, following up with a 3rd. Alex finally has one response. Son of Car getting one onto Revenge,
Last player standing.
and Demon getting the kill there onto Son of Car. Alex falling shortly after, and now Well, for Northwood.
Between us and victory.
I think
Now at a match
every
point.
kill that round, except for one, was with the judge.
Yeah.
And I am not joking. Northwood got a judge kill. Baker got 4 judge kills. I actually, like, they had Demon and Nami. They just saw a car run past him and said, he has no idea we're both in opposite side corners. Like, wait till you see what surprise we got behind door number 1 and 2. It worked out perfectly. That's why we are in the shotgun meta. For how much longer, I still do not know. Riot has not said anything about it, so we're here for the foreseeable future. That's the world we got to live in through all the lands coming up and champs and nationals and people going to Waco and all that in between. You got to deal with this state of affairs as Baker right now, Northwood, they're gonna look to run it down. They know the game is effectively already lost. They're gonna give it their last effort, but they know effectively what time it is. Benji looking to find a couple of kills to make it even, but Verbs actually does make the read. Does catch hijinks and able to dink another player. Okay, Northwood, they will be extending the game a little bit longer unless Ladder can go nuts. Not the case. Simply to the grave. 7 in a row, all they need.
Stand tall.
12 is all they get.
We are fighters.
Don't give me one.
Yeah, don't let me see the ball go in.
Don't let us have a match scheduled tomorrow.
So I know you fouled it on purpose.
I see you, SGA.
Nah, this is ethical hoops. This is Jalen Green 30 on the Warriors' head last week. Ethical hoops, just buckets everywhere. You want it in the lane. You want it from 40. You want it out from the free throw line. I got the elbow Jimmy. I got it from the arc. Every single thing falling for Baker this game, and right, that's why Valorant and even CS and some of these shooters, it literally is just a they are day by day esports more so than many other games. Even map by map and ladder moves. Yeah, the Stinger is apparently, I mean, from that spot, it's a little less egregious.
Oh my goodness, ladders! It's the pre-fire there. What picks right now going in favor of Northwood? Last up is gonna be Revenge.
Get your rifle back in a second, if you have one.
Spike gonna go down. One in heaven, one in the back CT, and Alex.
All they
Going
need
to
is
turn
6 more in a row.
Don't sit down.
Slowly but surely. Listen, I don't want to be Jinx guy, but this has the reekings of a fake comeback all over it. Hate to spoil it out there, but we've and it's not even to discredit Northwood. It's hard to win a game 8 rounds in a row. I don't care who you are or how good you are at the game. There's a reason teams do not blow 12-4 leads often, if at all, for the most part. Because it's equal parts skill, and you got to get a little bit lucky. You got to have an errant shot through a smoke not land directly in your temple, util randomly hitting you when you're going for a timing, watching an angle, and then not watching it the second someone shows up. There's a lot that can go wrong. That Sage Slow, that is a very good counter to the Nami. It doesn't even matter because Benji just getting active in the server ladder. Luckily able to exchange. Oh, Carr able to break past the first line of defense. Will get shut down by the second. The Mix, though, able to answer back with the big 2. Make it 3 for Ferpsa, the former champs MVP, looking to see if they can continue things on. Alexander for the shutdown. All they need is 5 more in a row. 12 is all they get.
Oh, and they don't even plant the spike. I'm not sure what they're going for here.
That's
the timeout
aura.
is coming
That's aura.
through. Dumbbell. Coach Dumbbell on the side of Baker going to call
we
the
cannot be
timeout.
this shook in a 12-7 game. If I'm Northwood and I see timeout, I'm going, we might actually, like,
Hold on, boys.
we planted a seed of doubt, and it's starting to grow just a little bit because it was 12-4. And again, Baker, like, this map has just not even been close for a minute. It was
No.
2-2. After Baker won that 3-2 round, like, they just started taking him to school, winning every fight, catching every timing, and now you're the ones calling timeout in a 12-7 just to take a deep breath. Benji's not God. We can kill him. They are mere mortals on the other side of the server. They can die.
Because if they do win this, they still have to compete with them over on Breeze. So,
Yep.
want to still make sure that the mind and mental is all prepared and ready to go. Last 10 seconds of the timeout. Dumbbell in the little bit of motivating words.
I'm going to predict 13-8 this game. I'll give Northwood.
Well, you know, if
They've
Northwood,
got pit seekers. I got a little hope for
yeah,
them.
Northwood. I mean, and yeah, Northwood comes back, and I think, Caster, you would be the one that get Northwooded.
Oh, that's happened plenty of times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I worked at St. Clair for a few years. It was All right, so how fast are they going to throw? And even when I've done the Fisher games for a lot of the titles, especially Overwatch and Valorant, back then it was like, well, they have 5 pro players. We have like 3, which is still really good, but they have 5, so it's
Northwooded on Overwatch.
yeah, you're playing. It's excellent versus incredible, and that's the war of the players on the server. As well said, Fisher Northwood immediately onto the site for a plant, which I love out of them. And now we're getting active with the judge. Son of car, doof. Knocking down 3 in the blink of an eye. Northwood not saying die quite yet. I think we had 8 judge kills in that round too. Northwood only dropping 2 players, and I'm either an idiot or I'm a prophet. We'll see how the next round goes. More likely the first one. Already know the first one. Maybe a splash of number 2 in there if I'm right.
Son of Card getting a nice 3-piece with that push.
They tried to knife him. I thought I saw that. I wasn't sure.
And I think that was Nami's concussion too that was thrown.
I think defensively, because they were just like, oh, there's 4 of them sprinting at us. That's why, I think that's why
And then
Northwood just sprinted. They're like, get through the stun, and I got him.
Son of Card just slips through all of that and
All I need is an
Gets
open look,
through.
coach.
Ladders.
Oh, what?
Okay, Son of Car is going to go ahead and drop one, but Alex quick to respond. Revenge following it up. Picks now in favor of
Spike down A.
Baker here, and last one up is Ferbsa in a 1v3, and they do have the spike in hand.
I have seen Ferbsa win these unironically, but the tall order definitely. 1 step gun. 4 bullets is more than enough for Ferbsa. Oh, he gave sound over. I think he hurt the one behind, but it said they're just going to say, listen, why would we chase ropes? We can just match the rotation. It's the same distance, basically. Ferbsa will be there first, but they're going to get audio. I do believe he has a smoke, but again, it is a 1v2, 70 HP. No ulti online yet. I don't know if the base Quake is online here. No, still very far away, so he's going to have to play off timings and get aggressive. The operator of hijinks sends Baker to map 3. They keep their PCL Championship Premier dreams alive, and they will topple the former Kings of Collegiate 13-8, and we're going to be going all the way to Breeze.
Yeah. Baker playing strong that map, having a little few rounds come up for the side of Northwood, but yeah, evidently Northwood falling short and Baker taking that, and we'll see what we have coming up next. I know it's Breeze, but yeah, both teams putting up a strong fight. Baker definitely showing out on that second map, and I'm surprised that, I mean, you called it. You did call it. 13-8.
I'm surprised they just took Northwood to school as bad as they did, as early as they did, because I feel like the last 3 rounds was the Northwood amusing, where it's just like, we already have this plan going. We're going here, here, here. We're going to win these 3 fights, because of course we are, and we're going to take the site. We saw it a few times, but right, it's just hard to do that 8 times in a row. Like, they can definitely win a lot of rounds like that, but 12-4, eventually the luck's going to run a little bit dry. And Baker, just way too good of a team, I think, to let 8 rounds go. And hey, that timeout, maybe it was a little gas that they needed. They're going to get a chance to move into the finals against Fisher or UCI when we come back from the break to see if Baker can make the comeback and get the, the baby reverse sweep and take it over on Breeze. One final showdown to decide our first or maybe second finalist. I don't know if Fisher UCI is finished. If it went 2 maps, it's probably over. But we're going to see if we can get an update on that as we get a fast agent lock-in. And for the first time in over 365 calendar days, there is a Harbor on a screen in a game I am casting. Harbor Viper meta, we are long gone from that. The Harbor Viper Astra disaster that the game was for a little while there. We are going to have the Astra Viper on one side and Harbor on the other, so we're getting a little bit of the flavor. It is going to be Harbor Viper. You have to run it. All right, yeah, Fisher 2-0's UCI, which is more than likely the expected result. So the winner will be taking on the Falcons in the finals here of the PCL Premier. Certainly going to be another heavyweight matchup regardless. We already knew that coming in. UCI has been having a nice season for themselves as well. And now it's all down to 1 map. I did just hear a chat. I don't know if there's a pause or Northwood is chatting mess. Oh, yeah, I think that, yeah, Northwood's coach is a FlyQuest Red coach, and I think he used to work with Complexity, if I remember correctly. I don't know for what game, probably Counter-Strike, because they didn't have a Val team, obviously, and it's a Val person. They also have a Val team. FlyQuest has, yeah, for all the FlyQuest news in the week for any League of Legends enjoyers, they do have a lot of T2 teams, which is good to see. They obviously have ruffled a few feathers the last few days, but Demon wasting no time, wasting Ferbsa away, and Baker, my goodness, what a play that was.
Yeah. Now Northwood on the retake here. Ladders. Lone man and, well, no longer. Tuzi gonna go ahead and put them down there. Harbor wall going up. Benji and Gar
Standing.
fighting a few, and last is gonna be revenge in this corner. They get put down. Alex finding that one.
Well, Northwood certainly looking a little better. The retake was very good, and yeah, Harbor back in the game, which means my eyes are officially in pain 24/7. Obviously, that blue animation isn't Harbor, but everything else is on the screen. All that Wada. Everybody getting a kill except for Ferbsa, who had a nice little entry there for the retake. Got picked off by Demon. And now we are still going to see shotguns on Breeze. I guess there are still corners on the map. I was hoping for a little more riflemanship, but the meta is the meta. We must be slaves to it. Northwood up 1. And we'll see. Yeah, looks like the guns are going to stick there. 1 from every category. And Tuzi with the bow ready in mid.
And another full push over onto the A side, but this time around,
Spike
Picks
down B.
in favor to Northwood started off.
I was going to say, someone's there. Oh! Peekaboo! Well, hello and good night from Alexander to Hijinks. The Astra dealt with very quickly, and credit to Baker. They knew what they wanted to do both rounds. They said, we're going to hit the site, and we're going to see what happens. Benji and Alexander. I mean, Alexander already, not to twist the knife, but was like 1-9 through 10 rounds last game, already 3-0-1. Definitely feeling like themselves again. I mean, just top frag to last place is just not a common thing to see. At all. Unless someone gets caught cheating mid-series. I don't think there's been any, like, cheating scandals in Val College, actually. Nothing from the major leagues. Like, nothing in C-Val or anything that was, actually super worthwhile. We are going to see a nice splash engagement onto the early section of A. The Harbor Wall will be sent on through. Cove will be joining. And now Benji trying to link up to see if they can shut down Nami as they will navigate behind the high tide. Benji looking to stay behind the box for now. Plant will be started.
Spike planted.
Oh, Benji. Almost the timing of a lifetime, but not to be. The stun will go through, and Ferbsa finds a kill in the meantime, and looking to get active with the Ghost. Outlaw is reloaded, looking for a no-scope through the wall. Baker got it to a 2v2. So Northwood, I mean, with Northwood's weapons, this is honestly a great round for them so far. There is a player tucked away in the Cove. We got to break it to shoot it.
Oh.
Revenge able to clutch it up from the corner, and now it's Ferbsa with a Ghost and a Dream, and I fear you're getting shot in the back. Actually gets a headshot there, but it'll be Baker's bonus.
Eyes going to be fairly decent across the board with a section of a U over on Baker.
Demon and Nami may be debating something here. Judge and or Vandal there. Both are getting picked up. Not to be surprised at all. Northwood going to keep what they got for the most part. And, well, Demon, unfortunately, you're not allowed to play for the next minute 30.
Outlaw. Son of Car gonna put them down. Car finding another one. Now the push. Halted a bit more as they try to figure out what they're gonna do. Baker
I don't know if they saw that.
There.
left in an odd position here. Play called might go B. Nami tries to regroup with Hijinks. Tuzi up in this heaven area. It's going to need to be taken care of. They repositioned further back.
Early Cove out of Northwood to stall the push, so that's not going to be available for a post-plant, possibly. As the Viper will actually get caught out in mid-connector. Tuzi, though, instantly finds a response, shutting down the Astra, which means a lot of util now off the table. Ferbsa. Yeah, here's Nami splashing around on the backside of the site. Tries to hop the plant for the moment, waiting for the team to regroup. But Ferbsa looking to get active. No time wasted. The Jet making their presence felt. Good for the first one, and now throwing shoulders against ladder. will win that fight too. Northwood 3-1 lead.
The ults looking fairly decent too. Engine car.
Can we switch
Close
to
to
Benji
theirs.
POV really quick? I'm curious about something. Okay, so the Cove, I think the Cove regens. I think I forgot that. Because they definitely used it twice in that round. So maybe it... Or was it the... Oh, it might have been the ball. I thought it was the Cove on the ground. I was like, I don't remember the Cove ever being usable twice in my life, but I think it was the other ability, potentially. So my eyes are lying to me. It is what it is. Thank you for checking, though. Yep, I'm just an idiot. Good to know. Of course, everything is just a water and a sphere, so it does look the
The
same.
shots through the wall there.
Yeah, that was painful.
Hijink's gonna be real low. Car sliding out and finding a 1, finding 2, finding 3.
Oh!
Made me care.
Line them up, Car, and knock them down like dominoes, one by one. 9 and 3, fresh off of an ace, and talk about a fire starter after a disappointing map 2. And Baker, yep. Listen, they're no strangers to the timeout button. They're gonna say, listen, yeah, I use the basketball reference all the time. That was somebody hitting 14 straight points to their team and the coach going, I gave you guys 4 chances to stop him, and you couldn't, and he kept scoring. Now I'm calling timeout.
Big mistake.
I touched it last, coach.
Yeah.
That guy would have,
Was that commercial where the guy...
yeah, he's
Dude,
like, I touched
that-
it last. That kid would have been benched, and he would have been, I would have had him come back. He would have been running suicides just to get dropped. Talking about some,
if
I
one of my
touched it
teammates
last.
ever did that, I would physically remove them from the situation. I would just be like,
Yeah, fighting right then and there.
I would tee him up myself.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
That's a technical foul. Son of Car, 9 and 3. The neon performance they were hoping for after, as I said, a lackluster map 2, basically all around for Northwood. Of course, Alexander, we said, just lower in kills, and that was only because they were literally on top of the world before that. Now a much more even game from the Timberwolves side. Baker down 3 with good guns and Cosmic Divide. Plenty of utility to try to take a round over. One thing you don't want to do is let Northwood go up like 7 or 8 to 1. Because then the game can feel very suffocating. Especially if Neon is shooting like that, my goodness.
One way once again, but the trades go through. Benji able to find 3 this time around and gonna get shut down before they can find 5 of their own over on that side. Revenge.
Everyone's dead, revenge.
Yeah, closes it out, pulls out the drone, and
Oh.
little drone v drone over on the A site. Number 6. The middle is going to be, oh, not gonna get spotted out there. The information gonna come through.
One enemy remaining.
Herbsa is going to find ladders there.
Oh, so close, revenge. But close don't count in this game, especially in a 1v3. We're still sending some friendly shots over. I'd honestly love to see it, especially as the team that got your body shot first. Let it rip at the end of the round. You've earned the right to do so. 3 ultis online for Northwood. Benji, Ferbsa, Car all ready to go. Demon, Hijinks, Revenge, same story on the other side, but Baker with the worst weapons and down 4. Ooh, Northwood's got some dough in the bank, too. Let me hold a quick 5er, Northwood.
Get out of my way.
Oh my goodness, Car putting down Demon with the Blade Storm and getting their ult out and online already. Baker just dropping like flies even through the Sova all on the offensive.
Spike down A.
Revenge.
Yeah, that
last
was
one up.
theirs. Oh my goodness.
Not able to find anything. Gets picked off in a flawless round from Northwood. 6-1.
Well, unfortunately, unless the Baker timeout was everybody slam your head on the wall at A and hopefully we win a fight, I don't really know what they were discussing because 2 rounds in a row, we sent 3 or 4 players to A, and they got massacred by Benji, by Car, and by Ferbs the round before that, leaving Tuzi and Alexander all the util they could ever... They don't even need to use the util to, like, stall the first push. Benji's just saying, I take these fights and I win them. I'm going to show you what's up, show you why I'm a champion. 6-1 now for Northwood. Looking truthfully like the Northwood I expected to see in map 2. This is Northwood in peak form, at the peak of their powers. Cosmic Divide early used. Son of Car shooting straight, almost takes down Revenge as well, so a lot of damage done. Cosmic Divide will be splitting the site at A, and now it's all on Benji to try to lock it down, but that is a lovely timing out of Baker. Finally punished that damn Harbor.
Yeah, Cosmic Divide is on the other side of the map, and the pit coming out right here for Baker as they finally get the spike down. Tuzi, the only person close to contest it. Alexander gets a nice pick through that for onto Nami.
And now we know he's to the left. Yep.
No one is going to be over here on the... Oh,
Nice
they find the
dart.
one onto the pit.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, and the picks are just going well for Northwood here. The spacing is very well placed, and they get that. Tuzi going to get the defuse. That dart was something. They got the one into the pit. I'm surprised that there was no one there to help out onto the pit for Baker.
Astra was currently smoking, and so she's sitting crisscross applesauce. So she had to leave the pit, because if she's sitting in the pit like that, you are just giga useless. Like, she just came out of the cosmic stance and then comes back. Maybe could have caught a better timing on Ferbsa. Realistically, probably could have, but there was another player they were scared of. So, bunch of bang bang plays going the way of Northwood every single way to Sunday. And we talked about the kill discrepancy last map. It is bad on Breeze now.
Yeah. Definitely a
They have
bit
like
of
triple the kills.
bit domination here from
Triple
Northwood.
+1. Son of Car, I don't think they bought a rifle yet this game. Genuinely.
Hope they're getting some good picks over onto that A site.
Carson, I got my one. Time to chill. Baker, we've got a lone Neon at B trying to take space. The Jet cutting down.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Northwood is doing the thing.
What do you do? Oh,
One
you do that,
enemy
Demon.
You can die screaming or you can go quietly. Those are your options when a round like this happens.
Ami, last person up, 1v4, and we've seen this before, yeah. Benji gonna push through into T-spawn and grab that.
15 and 6 on the Neon out of left field. Benji filling up the stat sheet as well on the pick that we never see anymore, but it definitely has, like, the character inherently does have good util, but you need a Viper to play. You need another controller to play off of it, otherwise it's pretty bad as a solo controller, but
enemy remaining.
Northwood, they have drilled this, I know for a fact, because I think it was a different, I believe it may have been like Dip on the Viper, or Dip was a Sova player. Maybe it was like Darkest on the Viper. Darkest and Benji were like that 1-2 Harbor Viper, playing the Breach and the Brimstone. Of course, Darkest not there anymore, so we get to fill in a few new players, and the result looks to be largely the same. It is 8-1, and this is the most prototypical Northwood game I've seen yet out of them.
Bit of a default with the split, 3 down mid. Spike, still left back, close to T-spawn. Baker tries to play for a pick or some info here in the top. Positioning from Ferbsa finds the first blood onto Nami in mid.
He's gonna
Now,
get ripped.
Alex on the setup is able to find one before they shortly get traded out.
I think Revenge might have spotted. Well, it doesn't matter because Carr was on the off angle. Nice play out of the Neon, who was, late wrapping through mid. I love that out of Carr, just the last man trailing. That gives Northwood a massive advantage now to close out the site. The Jet is 1 HP. The Reckoning will be summoned as well. That's going to displace all the players. You're going to have to move once that hits. It will do its job. Northwood takes care of business, and they are up 9-1. Granted, Breeze is also a very one-sided map, but no map in the game is 10 round-sided, so take with that what you will.
Yeah, Ferbsa, nice opening pick there.
I cannot believe that didn't kill, and Alexander's probably... Oh, it did.
No, you got the person, the other one.
I was going to say, I said, how was there not a kill? I saw like 3 headshots, but... I thought it was 1 timeout per half. I guess it is 2 per half.
You don't make the rules.
I thought it was 1 timeout per half as long as I've been casting Val. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we're not going to throw a red... We're not going to red card Baker for a second timeout in an hour game, but I'm pretty sure if we hit the VAR from at least my time, and the rules may have changed, I'm 95% certain it's one timeout per half. That's how it's always been. Yeah, we need Zuma throwing out the red cards here. We need Big Nose to distinguish. Yeah, phenomenal. Throwing out the red cards.
Hey, it is Zuma Day today. It is 423. It's 423.
Happy
So
423 days.
happy Zuma
To all
Day.
those that celebrate, I guess that's a good show to see.
I watched that whole series this morning while brushing my teeth.
The lights are in my eyes. I can't see.
I was like, there's no way he dropped 4 kills on that map. Yeah.
So good, man.
You know what's crazy is that on that other team that they were facing, that was Dashy, Temp, oh my goodness, who else were they? They were facing a solid team on that other end too.
It was Champs.
Straight ripping.
It was Champs,
It was
I'm pretty sure.
IW.
Ashy holding it down for time, and it looks like we got a Blade Storm from Burpsa, but Son of Car getting shut down immediately, and Northwood finally getting counterpunched from Baker, showing a sign of life in a game that was looking very soulless and lifeless for a large portion of it. The Blade Storm will be whiff, whiff, whiff. And Baker finally around. You can maybe call yours. Yeah, you can.
Alex, last one up in a 1v5.
Poison orb emitting.
Gonna be a full setup over here on A, and the spike's going to go down.
Poison's off.
Hijinks. Going to chow this mid doors and try and find something. No shots connecting. Lineups do come through. Nami low back there, but Adder's gonna come through and get the trade.
Baker with a small sign of life, even if it is just a little bit. And I did mention, right, Breeze has, I mean, up there with Bind, honestly, it is actually an extremely one-sided map, but 10-2 would be maybe not the final nail in the coffin, but the coffin has been built. It is underground. We're waiting to put the finishing touches on it. 9-2. Weapons good across the board. Northwood, yes, sir. Listen, do all 5. All Benji's 2 broke. The good thing is, this is something, man. 4 operators on the side of Northwood. Benji at the helm, the only one without the op, but everybody else. I'll tell you what, Baker, no amount of timeout taking can prepare you for something like this.
Susie, with the first lineup, isn't able to find
He walled
anything.
the Neon.
Oh, are they?
I didn't think he hit him either. He walled the Neon.
He
'Cause
walled
gets-
them.
Yeah, he halved them.
But did you see that he has a Vandal in the sidewalks? Do they all have setups?
They might have had... Yeah, they had enough money, and it's the last round before half, so they probably said, yo, toss your rifles, buy ops, and we're just going to sit back, but we are going to see the operator number 1, I should say, getting punished. We still have thing 1, 2, and 3, or 2, 3, 4, I guess. Cosmic Divide activated. There is a Viper Pit available for Northwood and a Hunter's Fury. I was going to say we should probably invest those. Hunter's Fury, not going to find anything. Tuzi actually gets run down in the overdrive. They know where the Sova was located. Now Nami finally taking the handcuffs off. The opposing Neon getting active out there. Operator in hand. And Baker, I mean, this is your round. I'm not going to mince words here. And we're not going to use the pit. Just going to go to Rot.
Nowhere to run.
Oh, Ferbsa getting caught out there. Alexander is able to find one to start things off, but isn't going to be enough to open up. The pit is online and available. Ferbsa trying to find the cover and isn't able to. 9-3 is going to be the split before the half.
Well, I was hopeful for the 4 operator strategy, but that's probably the result you should expect most times. That's a lesson out there, kids. Do not do it. It is not worth it. If you're going to do it, keep the Vandal at the hip, ready to swap. But it's still a dominant 9-3 for Northwood. The pistol round is still going to be massive for both of these teams. Baker more so to just convince yourself that you can actually compete in this map and you can mount the comeback now that you're on defense. And they've got a very good defensive comp as well. Northwood, though, the good thing about Harbor with his ulti is very, very good offensively. It's not like a Viper where you kind of have to be sitting back and playing defensively. That Harbor, you pop the ulti, it's like a Rolling Thunder. Everybody now has to move out of their corners, which playing into shotguns actually might be a very good ulti now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe that is the judge counter, is the Harbor.
Nami with that frenzy in hand. And number 1 is going to be Tuzi. Solo scout 3A. Oh, barely misses there. Gets a little bit of info on to B, but isn't going to have the info on that Viper in the corner. But not going to matter. Oh, Hijinks putting one down over on A. Now 3 going to be the... There, oh, Hijinks slipping through and finding another. Plant going to get stalled out, and now Tuzi left in a 1v4. Has to wrap around on the other side of the site. Gets hit up by the concussions. And the sensor dart to...
Baker, we better be, I know we're having fun. We better be a little careful. We don't poke the wolf here. Going for a melee kill as the last kill. And listen, I respect the effort. I've never wanted to turn down a melee challenge, but we are still down 9-4. Better weaponry, of course, in their pocket, so they should be able to win a 5th here. And a 9-5 game is certainly within reach, especially after a disastrous first half for them. It will be the judge on Nami, and yeah, I don't know how Hijinks, I know the Michael Jackson movie just came out, moonwalked into the cosmic smoke and somehow just kills 3 and does it completely undetected.
Just
walking backwards, not being seen. Well, Demon, get your head completely dropped off there. Oh, Hijinks, you better have another big play in you.
Oh, Hijinks finding one.
Oh!
Oh, Tuzi just hitting A and S there, or A and D. Little sidestep.
Spike planted.
Spike is going to get planted. Baker.
This is going to be a hard draw, but if we can shut down the Viper, that's a good way to open things up. Frenzy in hand for Nami, and with the Neon, you can close the gap in 2 seconds. Still has the fast lane as well, so yeah, we've actually got a way to enter on the site. Tuzi is going to face tank a stun. Baker looks like they're putting the better weapons to use. They line up for the collateral. Benji's looking to drop the smoke, though. Thought they had a few more moments of reprieve. Revenge instantly finds the trade, and good thing they did, because Benji may well have just called game with that collat. Alas, not to be, and Baker still in the hunt.
Yeah, they hesitated right there whether they wanted to get the smoke out or pull out the classic. They went for the smoke and had one from Baker right there in their face. Oh, yeah, revenge. Just through, and now 4 rounds in a row here for Baker.
I mean, yeah, I did and will continue to say Breeze is... A, the map is kind of cringe. B, defense Breeze is double the amount of cringe. Add a little bit of salt in there. Not super fun for the offense. That shock dart nipping at the heels of Ferbsa, but the Jet with the dash is ready to get in there. Like the Sova looking for some counter util with the dart. Ferbsa's taking a lot of space toward that A door. They were able to back off a few players, and it's going to be a full flip. Northwood will take the site for free, get the plant down, and now it's Baker to play 5v5.
Oh, they're getting cut down here.
Did I say 5v5? I meant 1v5.
Revenge, last one up with the Outlaw in hand, and it's not going to find anything there. Ferbsa putting them down, and a little bit of love getting shown there.
I don't think I'll ever get bored of watching players BM each other at any level. It's something, I might just be a terrible person, but it is so fun to watch. Oh my god. Yeah, that's... I'm coming!
Shotgun and gets put down like a dog.
Don't worry, boys, I'm on the way. Last thing you see before you just see darkness, courtesy of Benji, I believe. Son of Kar, 19 and 11. They, of course, had the ace earlier in the game in the first half as well. Northwood getting back on their feet with a big 10th here, and oh, the Bree fire! It is oh so good. You're happy with the first one, you're ecstatic to find the second. And, yeah, that Northwood offense has been clipped significantly, but Tuzi again. Strong player in their own right. They've been lurking their brains out here, finding a lot of kills here and there, and spotting out 2 and living to tell the tale. The one-way will block off the mid-gap. Tuzi is not done fighting. Yeah, the high tide can cut off his vision. He can go for the re-swing. 1 HP Demon. Nami now there to fill in the gaps. Benji and Alex. Oh, the timing is awful, Benji. Able to get the 1 HP trade, but it's still going to be a Baker round unless Benji does something extraordinary. They almost lined up again for him.
Benji, I don't know who Benji was aiming for. I was assuming that they were aiming for Nami, but they got Revenge aiming for Nami. Or who knows.
He was aiming for, yes.
Yes, that's always the answer, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I knew, like, I just thought about it. It's like LeBron. I knew he was going to swing to the left 10 years ago. I saw his tape. I knew he was going to be good in the league. Nami with some sharpshooting of their own. They've tried to match a very tough pace set by Son of Kar and doing a much better job in the last couple of rounds. Baker filling in the kill department from the top 3 there. 10-6 game. Full weapons across the table. Northwood does have a Reckoning and a Hunter's Fury, so they theoretically can say A site is ours. You're not allowed to sit here any longer as a Cosmic Divide, or the Smoke rather. No Divide just yet from Baker. They're sitting on it for a little longer. Hijinks throwing shoulders, same with the rest of the crew, and we're just going to wide swing for nothing. Northwood just dry peeking 2 players, loses 2 fights. We'll find an answer with Tuzi, but oh, Benji getting chunked out on the spike there too. Yeah, no Cove.
Hijinks gets found out there, but Demon being able to trade one out with the
Toxins going up.
refrag. 2v3 and the spike still is up.
Benji has tried to plant this 9 times, and there's been 8 pieces of util to hit him in the face.
Last player
Oh, and Demon is able to get the pick. Spike eventually does come down, but Ladders gets the shots through the smoke.
See who gets the other half of the diffuser. We have... Oh, thought we were in nighttime breeze for a second there. I guess we actually are. I don't think I've ever seen this map at night now that I'm clocking that. Oh, that's... Yeah, that makes... Oh, I was like, they did not just... Because I was like, it was sunny last round. I was going to joke, we've been in the map so long that the time has passed like it's Minecraft, but no, it was the finisher from Excalibur. And Northwood now, it is going to be a bit of a rougher go in the buy department. Benji, yeah, put that rifle down, boy. We know it's going to be pistols and maybe a Guardian. We're going to save a little bit of money for next round, especially in a game as close as this one. Any extra money thrown away could potentially spell a disaster for the Northwood side. I almost said Michigan. That's where the school is. Go blue.
Hijinks gonna be playing this A site with shotgun in hand.
They throw the knife at him.
Oh, in the fast lane.
How many kills do you bet? Over 3? The line's at 2.5.
I'm getting under. I'm guessing the under.
You're under. I'm taking the over. Let's see if the judge. Oh! Tuzi shuts it down with the Sheriff Nami, though, answering back in a big way. The judge finally gets foiled. I didn't say which judge. Tuzi able to find one. Son of Kar answers, and Northwood somehow, some way, after clearing out the Astra. It is a 1-for-1 fest. They do find the plant. They force the overdrive out of Kar.
Oh.
But Demon's able to navigate Orange perfectly. Kar's got to be careful here. I don't know what gun they have. It might just feel like a Sheriff in the back pocket. A massive clutch for Northwood. Puts them 2 rounds from the finals. Almost said Final 4. That's where we are right now. Oh, if they beat Baker again. If they beat Baker this round, they're going to be asking me for money. They do have 4 ults, which is a sight for sore eyes for sure, though. I honestly wouldn't hate... Okay, Demon's going to save the gun and buy the blades. I was going to say, I could see Nami just saving a purchase as well and going overdrive, but we'll let Demon cook. And this Jet, it better be the best ulti you have ever had. Otherwise, this might be a very rough spot, but I don't hate this idea.
Demon playing up high over on the B side, but... Oh, Ferbsa. Gonna drop ladders there, and... rest of the team from Northwood are gonna push up and try to push this together. Now, Bladestorm is gonna be taken offline there, and that was a big commit. Son of Kar being able to find another one on Nami, now 2v5.
I'm gobsmacked. We had Bladestorm and sent the Viper in first. That looked so criminal to me. Yeah, let's leave the duelist that can dive behind. We're going to send in our only controller on the site. Luckily, Baker's doing some sharp shooting down there in mid. Oh my goodness, Northwood is falling apart at the seams right now. Cosmic Divide and Hunter's Fury, but Baker, they don't want to use every single ult in the same round here. The Cosmic Divide's cutting off the audio. Northwood's got to get going. The shorty's in hand. They're on the defuse. The shorty's able to find what the defuse is half. Hijinks for 4, and Baker saves the series.
Yeah, it's good.
And Hijinks and Revenge, they played that beautifully. The funnel through mid, they get the first couple of picks. They throw up the Cosmic Divide. They get the smokes as well, and Benji is able to get the pick onto Revenge there, but it's already halved.
They were gun-butting each other in that last fight. The barrels were literally past each other's heads. They were so close.
Yeah. Benji just runs on through there. Maybe they get it, but not enough. Now 8-11.
Get out of my way. Obscuring
On the other side, Northwood.
Ferbs' turn.
Yeah, Ferbs are going to pull out their Blade Storm this time around and maybe find something.
Let's not send the Viper ahead of us, shall we? I don't care how good we thought that was. It was a little trolly. Oh,
same
Demon.
result, different side. Demon putting down Ferbsa. And on the other side, Alexander finding one. Quickly getting traded out by Hijinks. So A still going to be locked down by the side of Baker. Play call looking like it's going to be B.
They do just have pistols for the most part.
Oh, Demon. Oh my goodness, Car finding a pick onto Demon that they had no idea was already set up for them. Ladders anticipating
Nice
the push, but
pinch.
not anticipating the one from the back. Car getting that pick over on the B side, and now Spike gonna get
Spike
down.
planted.
Nami and Hijinks over in this top mid area. They're gonna push through onto the connector.
They've got a Hunter's Fury. They've got a Neon and a Harbor. They can hard relax this time. And Baker, yeah, I think they've got enough money they're going to have to buy. And honestly, 11-8, you just got to send it right here and live with the result in round 21. Nami able to land a few shots. Actually going to summon the Overdrive and able to drop one off, but Benji finds the answer. There is a Sova with the Hunter's Fury online. Nami, I've got the worst news. You may kill the Harbor, but you will not
Kidding me
be
right
finding
now?
the defuse. We don't even need to use the bow and arrow. We just send the shimmy and send the Sheriff. Why waste the ulti when the pistol will do the trick in the 1v1? They had no idea where Tuzi actually was, and Northwood is on a bad buy, so that's actually a good play out of Tuzi dying to the spike. Northwood now the ones with all the ultis and the better guns. Oh, Baker is in trouble.
Oh my goodness, yeah, and it looked a little bit well, but the split didn't work out. Demon, yeah, you spot the barrel, you see, I mean, you still see it, you know it's crouched, you get a little bit overhead.
May have been a little sus, but that is Riot Games. Listen, the Bloom, it's not 100% consistent. It's not in any video game. You can ask any pro. It's sometimes, we said it from map 1 to map 2 right, Northwood couldn't lose a fight and then couldn't buy a kill. It comes and runs, it comes and goes. Baker now, you better clutch up 4 rounds in a row off of a thrifty, or the PCL journey will be ending at the hands of Northwood like so many others before you.
Well, isn't going to catch Ferbsa. They back off, but the audio cue comes through. They know someone's there. Revenge and Nami
one down.
are going to be available, but Revenge quickly gets taken care of. I didn't even see it. I still saw X-Ray.
Just threw a shoulder with a Sheriff, and
Yeah.
Ferbs said, that's all I need. That landed 2 for a second, but
There.
shall not. Northwood with these 3 ultis online. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, it's looking a little tough to play. We can Reckoning to open up the site. Then we can use the pit to get the plant. They've got exactly what I've cooked up in my head on order. Tuzi shutting down Hijinks, and now you have 2 duelists that have to play retake into Viper, Harbor, Neon, Sova, Jet. It is simply impossible for the side of Baker. All you've got is a Jet with a rifle and a whole lot of hope, but not a lot of options. Northwood, after the map 2 scare, they will get back to their winning ways. They lock in map 3, 13-8, and it'll be a collegiate classic, Fisher versus Northwood for all the marbles.
We didn't get to have Fisher on, but we will see Northwood come back next week and face off against them. I think it was 2-0 on the Fisher.
Yeah, I think it was double 13-9s.
Yeah, so they take that. So yeah, Fisher Northwood in the final matchup, and that will be taken next week, I believe. So yeah.
Assume it's so, yeah, there might, maybe the teams go, we can't play Thursday at 7,
Okay.
right? It's collegiate, so.
Or potentially Monday, but we will see. We'll
Yeah,
have the
because people
schedules
are going to be
updated.
flying out for Texas next week and stuff. Like everybody player. More
Yeah.
importantly, forget you two. The players are flying out, and they're the ones playing. You two can be replaced. The players can't. That's a little more important than the production people. So gotta let the players get down there and cook. But Northwood looking like they got back to that Northwood form that I've come to know and love over the last couple of years. Ferbs, right? You can see the flashes of just. I was telling you, like I hate gassing people too much, but this guy was just ragdolling people
Yeah.
for years in collegiate. Still good to see that shot is as true as ever, even with the new faces.